Alright, yesterday, if you missed yesterday, we started building our Mercantile based on the actual Oleson's Mercantile from Little House on the Prairie in the corner there. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'm trying to mimic it as close as possible, but I already have some things that we're gonna change just so that it works for our Sims and works for Sims in general. But we were working on that and getting like the shell and everything up, so that's what we have. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's a lot to get this stuff started and like start roofs and everything. So I'm proud of it. But we're just gonna keep going on that today, but only the shell. And then I also want to start, I assume we'll be able to finish it. I also want to start the other builds on the lot because we're gonna have a church and we're going to have a schoolhouse and we're going to have a, what's it called? A stable. And then I was thinking, it's a big lot, but that means we can expand later. But also, maybe we can have like a little swimming hole or something. Like just some stuff like that that would be fun to play with on the main lot. That we'd have all the time. And would take up space. And yeah, and then I was thinking of where we're gonna put things, and I still don't really know. I kind of want to build the buildings first before we know, because I don't know. I'll have to see the buildings. But I was thinking maybe we put the Mercantile in this front corner. I might move it again so we can see it. Because in the essence that we're going to want to add on to it, I don't want to shove it in a corner, because I'm one of those people who keep it realistic. I'm not going to move the house later. So I want to give them room. So I might put it in this corner, because I was just thinking how cool it would be if you come up from these parts of town, yeah? You come up these paths, and the store is on the corner. And it would still be the front of the lot. So I kind of want to put that there. And then we could literally put the church in the back. And on a diagonal. And we could literally, like, I was thinking maybe the school over here, or even over here. And then the stable. Like, kind of have it be four corners, and then have, like, something in the center, like a swimming pond. Or if we want to add other things later, we could. So, that is my ideas with that. Rose has been building over here and here. So, these have, like... I can tell you the list here. Actually, I don't think I ever told you guys the list of what we're gonna even have there, did I? I'll tell you the list. It'll be more info now. Let's see. We have... So, my lot is gonna be the Mercantile with the house, a stable, a schoolhouse, and a church. One of those other lots is the seed and feed, the mill, the blacksmith, the post office, and the home of the widowed mayor's wife, so the old mayor's house. And then the other lot is the doctor office with a house, a bank, a lawyer's office with or a lawyer's office attached to the bank, and a hotel/restaurant. And then the little lot is the train station, and then all the other lots are houses. And some are like rich houses and some are like farmhouses. And one of them is going to be a rich farmhouse, and I'm really excited for that one because I got a sneak peek of what she's gonna try to build, and it's probably gonna be amazing. Yeah, but she made a water wheel, I think she did. And she said yesterday, so we can spoil it, the train, she was able to make a functional steam engine. Like, we can't ride the train, like, literally, but, like, the steam is actually coming from it. So, Rose is going all out, like, legit. I'm impressed. I went through some episodes of the show last night. I cannot find the episode where you see the upstairs, like the hallway. I remember it being an episode with Willie and stuff, but I couldn't find it, but I didn't look super long either. But I did find some episodes with some really good pictures to help us out. And then talking with my mom and looking at some other pictures of other Sims creators who have created the upstairs based on the pictures from the main, or the actual show. We figured out a way to make the upstairs make sense for the show and Sims. So, I will explain it to you, but I'll show you the pictures first. Let's see. Hi, D-Sims, welcome. Little house on the prairie. Let's share screen. There we go. So these are all my own screenshots, so they're actually like good screenshots, imagine. And I'll tell you why I took some of them. So this one is in the store, and I took it so I could see. They have a door there, and I think that door must go into their kitchen. I'm not positive, but it would be dumb if it goes into the storage closet next door because there's a door into it. So I'm thinking that one goes into the kitchen. So that was good to see, so we can make sure we do that. Let's see. This one was just a good, like, picture of the front, but in higher quality than some of the ones that we saw. So that's, like, the actual, like, set house, you know? And same with this one, just so you could see the building a little better. And in the show, they have the schoolhouse slash church right back here. I'm not mimicking placement because it's Sims, but it's just cool to see where that is. And you can even see they have like a fence in their backyard too, don't they? They never really show the backyard. They must have a little fenced in backyard then, because they do have an outhouse back here. Yeah. But yeah, I got that picture. This one was another one, same thing. This is their front door. So you know how it's on a diagonal? Like this is the windows on the side. Wait a second. Yeah, so this one must go it. Huh, interesting. Later, Nelly opens a restaurant. Yeah, so that's what our restaurant's like inspired by. And then this is another good picture of the inside. Just seeing where things are. This is a nice picture of their parlor into their dining room. This was another picture to show like the doors there. This was Nelly's room. So this is where we were, me and my mom were like, okay. So this is Nelly's room, right? This window is on the front of the house. Theoretically. Unless it's the side of the house window. No, that wouldn't work unless the whole thing was flipped. I believe that's the front of the house. And then this door, if you notice, you can see a door across the way. So, I believe... Wait, how does that work? I'll show you the floor plan we're gonna use, but it's really weird because it's a set and it doesn't even all make sense anyways. Like, it literally doesn't because they don't have to have it make sense. Yeah, that's weird. Even based on what we just saw. I'll show you the floor plan of what we're gonna do, but even what we just saw, I guess that door could be her parents. That's weird. Same thing here. This was another door. That's the same door there. And then this is supposedly, I think we figured out it's Willie's room. When the rich kid comes to stay there, I think he's staying in Willie's room. And you can see the stairs behind him. So we're trying to figure out how that all works. And then same thing here, because Willie's in that room at the window, which should be on the side of the house then, because Nelly has the window on the front of the house. And then the stairs are there, which... That makes sense, because the stairs are here, and Willie's bedroom would be on this side of them. On the side of the house. So then... Oh, so then Nelly's bedroom's over here then? And then the parents' bedroom must be back here. That's so weird. We're gonna make it up, but it's really hard to figure out how set houses work, because half the time they don't. I tried to build a full house. Yes, literally. Like, when you try to build a set house, when it's not something actually filmed in a physical building, it typically doesn't make much sense. And then this again, we were figuring that this must be Willie's room. I was confused, because I'm like, is this the parents' room? Because this is where the rich kid comes to stay there. It's like their rich cousin or something. But I think that's Willie's room, and he just shares the room with Willie, or maybe Willie has to go sleep in the outhouse. I don't know. And then this is downstairs, so this is like, under the stairs here, so I just thought it was a good picture to kind of see how they do the front there. But notice how small the store is. It's a very small store, so... The fact that, like, you can only fit a sim behind the counter makes sense, because it's tiny. This was a good angle of, like, the stairs, the door, and the counter. Whole side yard versus backyard debate. If we watch Big Boy Meets World, it's all those shows. They just like don't make sense unless you literally, if they physically filmed in a house with a floor plan. Otherwise, if they just want to change the set that day, they'll change the set that day. The kitchen stair house and full house was definitely a challenge. Yeah. And I have a huge issue. Even like in the houses I'm in. Figuring out, so you know how stairs go up and normally they turn and stuff, and it's hard for me to figure out what even the upstairs looks like on top of where I am right now. It's the weirdest thing. Same thing at my parents' house. It blows my mind. As soon as a stair twists, I'm lost. Even in a house that I'm physically in. So trying to figure out a set house with stairs and stuff, I'm like, I have no idea until I literally see it like written out. It blows my mind. As soon as the stairs twist, you're like, wait. And then I have to think of, okay, well, where does the window look out? So that must be above, you know, blank. Because, like, technically above me right now is our, like, extra bedroom. But it took me forever to figure that out. And then technically above the other side... Or no. Yep, see, now I'm confused again. I think technically above the other side is... Nyla's bedroom. Well, now I'm confused again. It's very confusing when you think about it when the stairs twist. Wait. Oh, that's really weird. So Nyla's bedroom must be above right there. I don't know, guys. Anyways. So that's how I have issues with set houses too, because the set houses don't make sense anyways. But those are good pictures. There's another one my mom sent to show. Was it this one? Oh, that was just, it was Nellie's bedroom earlier. It was interesting because you can tell it's Nellie's same bedroom, but they changed the wallpaper and stuff, which makes sense because as she gets older, they change her room. But it was just interesting. So this is a Sims house that my mom actually found on Google Photos, which is funny, just because they pop up more so than the actual show. And this seems to make somewhat sense, but not exactly, because remember with Nellie's door in the one picture, you can see a door across from it, but like right across from it. So like whatever we do, it's not gonna make perfect sense, but we'll just make it make sense for us. But for them, they did like Nellie, Willie, and the parents. Now the windows make sense in this because Nellie has the front window, which is right here, and then Willie has a side window, and then the parents have a side window, and then you'd have a hallway. But it's so weird because it literally doesn't make sense when you look at it, because we just saw where Nellie's door looks at another door. So I guess maybe if like this was bumped out and maybe the parents' door is right across from hers or something, but like it makes zero sense. And the stairs in the show, Willie, you can see the stairs out of his room, but you can't see the stairs out of here. So we're gonna do whatever we want is my end like choice. Set designers need to start releasing a floor plan. Legit, I think they should. I think it'd be easier for them if they made a floor plan of what it should look like so they know what to put like behind an open door. They would know like, oh, okay, Nellie's bedroom from this angle needs this behind the door, instead of just like making it up. And then it like doesn't make sense. But it's fine, we'll go with it. But that's what I had found. I tried. I even tried looking on Reddit to see if somebody like sat there and figured it out. Nothing! I found nothing. Just people's Sims recreations and then like just photos from the show. So, there you have it. We're gonna make it up. But it's gonna be similar to that because that does make sense. And I'm going to leave room for a closet. It will start as a closet now, but later it will be a toilet room. And I might even make it big enough to potentially also have a bathtub and like a sink later. But I guess I could always expand it. But that's where I'm at. I've thought long and hard about this, okay? Now, this. Like I was saying, I think this might be cool to have in the corner. Because yesterday we were deciding if we were going to keep this or extend the upstairs. And it's gonna depend on how big the upstairs needs to be. But I'm gonna see here. I love the texture of Peeps. It's so good. That sandy texture. Perfect. If we want to kind of mimic this, basically... Yeah, this is gonna be too small. I'm gonna have to make the upstairs bigger. There's no way. Because even if we had like there's gonna be more than a few kids. Like, you could expect that they're gonna have, like, 6 kids. So we'll probably have to expand the upstairs for sure. Because otherwise, this bedroom's gonna be so small. Yeah. We'll expand this back. So let's take, even though this was a great mimic of what it looked like, we're gonna take that roof piece away. And just make this more of the house. I think that's the smartest thing to do here. Because we could go back, I mean, however much we want, really. There we go. You got a coffee maker in your Easter basket? Ooh, that was it though? I mean, that's nice. That's a good gift. I love the Peeps. So yeah, coffee makers, I mean, you can get some coffee makers for like 10 bucks, honestly, so. Or you can get them for like thousands of dollars. Anywhere in between. Let's do this. Yeah, let's see how much room that gives me. So the stairs are still gonna be where the stairs are. And let's not forget, let's just put a placeholder fence. I always forget to fence in stairs. Let's see. Just so I know there. Now, I'm thinking the best spot for the future toilet is gonna be behind the stairs. I would say. And then there, I really can't think today. This is a struggle. I believe it's what we call brain fog. But their hallways are pretty narrow, so we don't need any giant hallways. Just big enough for Sims to get through, obviously. But I'm thinking back here might be where the little closet's gonna go. And then we'll have to put some placeholders in here to see, because I'm thinking, like, we have to be able to fit potentially, like, a crib for infants now, along with bassinets, along with potential toddler beds, along with, like, big kid beds, and then, like, it's a lot. Yeah. Because let's even see, so, like, this would be, you know, I'm calling it Nellie's room for the build, but it won't be, like, it'll be our kid's room. So let's even say just, like, a single bed. And let's say we'll probably want, because they're not gonna have closets or anything. That's why, you know, houses like our house have like no closets, because it just wasn't really a thing. I'm gonna literally give them one hallway closet with the sole purpose of it becoming a toilet room later. But like, otherwise, that's it. Wait, this is a mirror and- oh. It's not a vanity though. Okay, well that's cool though. But like, you're gonna want room for a dresser, and then, you know, like a vanity, which is like the size of these, right? And that's saying that like one kid is living in there. And I think, and there's like small vanities and desks too, like maybe, you know, let's say it's a 1x1. Why is that one so weird? There we go. And these are just placeholders, not the actual design choices, so don't be frantic. But yeah, we're gonna want to at least be able to say fit, you know, 2 beds in some of these rooms and furniture and stuff. Yikes, because I don't plan on expanding the house for a while. You know, at first, like, for a while, for, you know, the first gen, if not 2 and stuff, like, it's gonna be the same size. My idea is whenever we get to a point where a general store is not really gonna be a thing anymore, we will turn the whole thing into a house, and that will actually make this a massive house. Because imagine turning this part and this part into a house, because right now these 2 giant parts are only store parts, not house parts. When we turn this into a house, this could be like the entry living room, and this could be like a spare bedroom, and they could have like a back porch that's screened in, and like it will be massive eventually. But at the start, it just needs to be big enough to like have a family in and be a store. I know it is, Mickey. It's so weird because I'm like, those beds are not gonna be there. So let's see, because I can't move the stairs at this point, can I? They could go back more, I guess. I mean, no, they couldn't actually. They can't. So the stairs literally have to. Oh well, if I move the wall, but we wouldn't want to, and they can't go back further this way. So. Stairs are where the stairs are. Thanks, April! That's the best compliment ever. Guys, I'm Anne. It's me! So we're gonna have to maybe expand the back part here. Even more. Because underneath, it would be able to support it, theoretically. You know, I'm totally a builder, so it's fine. It'll just cut into the roof. And then we'll just make this roof go back. That'll be fine! Hi, Rose! CC basin and jug can be used for washing sink, and you have a mirror for skill building, shaving, and then a drawer for the dresser. It's the most useful item. Wait, because you can put... Can you put that on that? Is it like the right height if you put the CC basin and jug? Because that's really cool if so. Let's see, we're gonna put... Oh, I should open those other Sims pictures too. Essentially, Because even that, I mean, wouldn't want one that big. Let's make things super narrow. Sims can wash themselves. Well, that's perfect. That's good to know. I need to go look at another build. Because we want the hallway to not be very big. It does not need to be big. It just needs to be big enough for Sims. Let me go look at those other photos we were looking at too. And thank you for that follow. Welcome in. Let's do... Sunflower Decade. Oh, no. Wait, no, wait. Oh, wait. Brain, please. Listen, I have photos bookmarked. I have photos from the show in a folder, and then I have photos of, like, Sims photos in the Sims folder, so... Ooh, that took a second. Okay, screenshots. Here we go. Am I putting CC in the game today? No, probably not, because we still have to build the church and everything. Like the shells. And I will start by downloading everything from Rose so I know what we have before I add anything extra, because I assume we'll have the bulk of what we need from what, you know, Rose has in the list. This. So let me look at my upstairs compared to this right now. So they made this part a little bit bigger, but I mean, that would be like if we made this bigger down here. And I really don't think this needs to be bigger based on all of the pictures. I think this down here is going to be perfect. You want to see a haul? It's going to be so much too, because I'll be downloading like all at once. This is about right. Oh, I see how they did the little closet. Wait, that's kind of cool. They did... Oh, hello, roof. This creator did like... a little, like, swoop-de-whoop back here. And this room is ginormous for them. This is rough, because, like, I already have the bottom done. You know what I mean? We can make it longer. I mean, this can be made so much longer, I guess. And the small room could always be, like, for babies. I mean, essentially, you're gonna want a girl room, a boy room, and the parents' room. And it'll just depend on what kids are had. This is for chat. I put fun stuff in my builds. I hope you like them. Rose has been hiding stuff in the builds and like story pieces and all kinds of stuff for us to find out. Even me, like I don't know it all. So it's going to be lots of fun. We could do... This is weird. I mean, if I pulled out the store one, it might not be a bad idea. We could pull all the bottom out one, although... I don't know how I'm gonna do that with the way it's laid out. Skeletons in the bathtub? I think she told me it wasn't anything scary, so probably no skeletons, but I will be looking, okay? I will be checking. I feel like I need to pull out the bottom one. It would give the store one more block, but I need like one more over here, because the stairs I am not moving. Let's do it. I'm pulling out this one. Godspeed. So we want this out one. Oh, maybe it's not too bad. Wait, I can't even... So this goes out... Oh, wait. Oh, that's where this gets weird. Because... This... Huh? Think about follow, welcome in. I am a master builder in the works right now. Watch me live. Like this? So we need to just, yeah. Okay. How modern. Oops. There we go. So I need to add a wall over here. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, here. This needs to go like this, and then we have an extra wall here, which is fine. Oops. And then these are all placeholders, so there's also a window over there. Which, based on that one picture, I'm a little confused. I don't think that's actually how the front of the Mercantile is, and now I'm concerned, but... For Sims, I think that would be perfect, okay? And then up here, this is where we could pull this all out one, because this is supposed to hang over, because once I put the columns, it will make sense. I think that will give us more room. Oh, there we go. There we go. I have a hole in the floor? Oh, what the heck is that? Wait. That's the potty. What happened? Excuse me? Wait. Invalid diagonal? It wasn't 5 seconds ago. Wait. Oh. Can't we redo this? And this is where Sims building is ridiculous. What? How? It was just fine. OP off. What? It was just fine 5 seconds ago. You have to delete the other room. Well, there goes that. Oh no. What? There, how about, okay, now can I? Hold on. So we really screwed that up there. Okay. Look at the rooms it's created. Oh no, that is not gonna be fun when I put up the little like thingies, the spandrels. Freaking diagonals! I can't believe that. That was scary. Yeah, no, that gives them a lot more room. That means we can have like more room for stuff too. And even if we can't put things under the stairs, I know we might try the CC too, but even if we can't, we still have room next to it if we can't use that stair space. And we could still wall the stairs off and put like stuff on the wall. The Sims be like, here, I'll give you diagonals, but it's gonna break your game. That was really frightening. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now, okay, so this gives us tons of room. You could theoretically say have 3 girls in here. You know, whatever we need. And then we may have to add some windows. I might keep the front to what it was. But if we're changing so much, maybe we'll add an extra window. I don't know. I was trying to do a mimic and now it's changing, okay? It just is what it is. It's fine. So this... we just want, like, a tiny spot for a bathroom. So if you imagine that this was a weird closet space, that's actually kind of perfect. Because, let me grab a random door. Later, that would have a toilet and potentially a tub. You could squeeze all that in there. You could even carefully squeeze in the sink as well. It'd be very tight. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. I mean, I did the base of everything mimicked, and I'm still gonna make sure the pillars and, like, all of that mimic, but otherwise the rest is just gonna be me now. So yeah, we'll start that as that, and then that way we don't have any dead space there either. Now, this is way too big for a hallway, but who's to say... this can't be a weird room. Now it's very weird. Because this still needs a door. Maybe 1 in? So you need doors? Let's see where the doors can even go. Because you would have like parents, this room, and that room. I mean... I feel like that just leaves enough space for Sims to walk. We could try it! And then this room would be huge. So basically, like, if they have a lot of boys versus a lot of girls, or a lot of girls versus a lot of boys, you could swap the rooms then. Because you could fit, like, theoretically, quite a few beds in here, too. I'm not gonna make them have tons and tons of kids, but you never know what happens when we start gameplaying, okay? And still 6 kids, you'd have to fit a lot of beds. But, like, that would fit 6 kids right there. And then when they're in cribs, that's a whole nother story, too. Where's a crib at? Bassinets would probably just be in the parents' room. But the cribs... oh, okay, they're not as big as I thought once you put them down. Yeah, you could squeeze cribs around. Especially because, like, it'll depend on, you know, what age they are. So let's say there's 5 big kids, but you have a baby. Like, we can make that work. I'm liking that. Now, windows. Let's figure out windows. If... oops. If I want to change this, I would make these have 2 windows. I know they have so much more space now. It's gonna be crazy. And remember, this is also going to say We're gonna put letters on this place. And it's probably gonna go below the windows. We'll just have to see. I still like that. We're still gonna do a double window there. That's still fine. Now the side, because now we've made it so much longer up here. So maybe like... Because they still need a bedroom and it's gonna be weird for them. Or they need a... Ooh, what if... What would happen if you squeeze this over? Because the master is the master. Is the master. And especially if you're fitting babies in there. Hold on. What if you went like that? So we could make these windows work. I know you hated that, and I typically do too. I remember hating the little house window too, and that's why I changed it. Because I was like, I can't just do that. It looks dumb. Because... What are these on? So if you want them to match, they'd have to go 4 in. Or you could go like that. That looks better. And then that would at least let them have a window and them have a window. And then on the front as well. Okay. And then the side here, you'd probably want to mimic this side. Let's see where those end up then. 1, 2, 3. And then this... Oh, thanks, Sims. Thanks. We love to see it. I mean, it's not the Sims' fault, but... That one ends up right there. So the bathroom... Oh, well, that's dumb. How it was going so well. It'd be kind of nice to have a natural light window here, because they will have, like... I think throughout the Mercantile, you can see they have, like, oil lamps and stuff. So we will have, without fail, we will have oil lamps hanging on the walls and then some sitting out. But the more natural light, the better as well. That hurts my soul. I mean, it doesn't have to match from side to side, but it is nice when it does. What happened here? So those are nice. Those are... Are they gonna let the bathroom stink out? Well, it starts as a closet, so they won't even know. So later, it's just gonna be one of those nice closet bathrooms. We have one here, actually. I mean, they definitely purposely made it a bathroom, but it's just this tiny room where you could basically wash your hands while you use the toilet. So there's obviously no window or anything in there. When it gets turned into a bathroom, we could put a window back here. Like the little outlet one, if we really wanted to. If they're like, man, it stinks in here. Totally could. We could do... I mean, why would they put a window in a closet, though, is beyond me. But what happens if you center this? What is that looking like? What would that look like on this side? You would have what? If you're mimicking, you would have it like this. But then this cuts into the roof. But I mean... It's fine. I guess we could bring this down. There. How about that? I will have to bring this down. Oh no, my perfect roof! I said don't touch it! I said don't even breathe! Oh no. How did we make that match? Now it won't match. Look what we've done. Can't believe this. It's broken now. It's the 50s house all over again? What happened with that house with the windows? I forget. Well, how did I do that? Did I use alt yesterday? Oh, yeah. I must have did it and not even noticed. I fix. Whew. Oops. Can you... I don't know what happened in this one. We'll fix that one in a second. Pauses for messing with placements. Oh yes, the front of that house. Yeah. Yeah. That was awful. So technically, well, we don't want a window there because that's going to mess that up now. Your durian grape, thank you. We can breathe again, you're welcome. That one's as low as it goes. Well, we'll figure that out in a second. Let's see. Because theoretically then, now we have room where they could have a window on the back there. Oops. At least for the master here. It could even be like that. Now from the inside it's not centered, but normally windows aren't. But from the outside it's looking fantastic. Okay. I'm loving it. We're adding our spin. It's spinning. It's spinning. It's good. Let me move this. Let's see. They're split? What's split? Nah, it's fine. Oh, spoiled, spoiled. I was like, split? What split? Where's the wall? Don't you dare, Sims. What if we expanded that and then we don't have to worry about a different awning? How about that, since I'm changing it now? Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. How tiny are these micro movements? There, okay. We'll do something like that. They might need an extra pillar, but we'll figure that out when I put a pillar. Okay, okay, okay. So now we're talking 2 bedrooms for kids. You have a baby. How is that baby 3 months old? Wait, what? You don't talk enough about that baby, Nick. I didn't even know. Dang. And then this will be a closet with a window right now. Uncle Nick. But, I mean, there probably wasn't light in there anyway, so it's fine. And that makes room. We could put a shelf back here for now, too. That'll be fine. We are future prepping. It's good. And then the master room has tons of room. And we could always flip it, like, that doesn't have... This could be a big kid room. Like, if we end up with this weird amount of kids, like, we could flip it around. There's a giant master right now, though. But let's say you have, like, a bed and cribs and everything. Let's just see. Because, to be honest, I could just pull the whole thing in one. And the bathroom would be really small. But... Actually, that's not a bad idea. I was trying to leave room for a tub, though, in the future, but I guess they could add on for a tub. Because otherwise, if you went like this... But now my windows will be off, won't they? Wait, but what if... But what if... There! And then this would have to go... No, that one's fine. Wait. No, that one's right. And then, I mean... This one wouldn't be able to match. That was the problem with that. What if you put things one over? I hate windows. Roofs, whatever. Roofs are fine in my book now. Windows? I hate them. I hate them. Hello, Misha. Welcome in. I'm fighting windows right now. Alright, front windows look great. It would just be... Well, how about we say... No, there's no window back there because that's a closet. Fine. We'll take it back to that. Easy. Easy. So then these could be whatever we want them to be. Oops. Well, not like that. And then they would have 2 windows and their window would be centered. Okay. I'm about to fight some windows. Do you guys want to know who won VIP? Rejo, congrats. You win. Slash Rejo. Blaze, you get VIP for a month. Congrats. I think that looks better. Because otherwise, yeah, I don't want... You okay over there? I don't want too much room. So let's grab a double bed for size. Yeah, and then we could obviously move it around or whatever, because you could assume that we could even put the infant in their room, although they're never gonna sleep, but... You know, assuming that they also have, like, a dresser and a desk or a vanity or something, you know? Just some furniture for size there. I think that would be a good size for them. And then we could always move things around if we ever needed to. If we were like, let's make the other one the master, we can. Now, do we want the boys to have this weird little thing? Or do we want... we could keep it like that too. I feel like the simple lines are more so what they would do anyways. And then you could actually move this back. There. I'm liking this. This is good. Because we could also do bunk beds too. So let's say they end up with 4 boys. You could put 2 bunk beds in there. You totally could. Oh, heating. I'm trying to think. I don't think... Hold on. Those pictures, do they even have a separate heating in every room? I'm gonna go look at the pictures. I know that they show down here. I don't have CC right now to put one, but they have like the one in the store here, which ours will have to be like scooched back. And then obviously the kitchen has one. And then they have a fireplace in this room, and then these are connected, so those would be heated. But upstairs? Is there a fireplace in the 1 bedroom? Hold on. I kind of forgot about fireplaces. Ah, crap. It took us this long for someone to say fireplaces are heating. I think it's because when you look at the Mercantile, they don't really have, like, multiple chimneys and stuff like we've done. Yeah, hold on. Let me open the 1 pictures. Sunflower Decades, Little House on the Prairie. Come with me. We were just looking at these, but now I'm looking differently. So, in the store, I know they have this stove, and the pipe must go up, you know, to the top of the house. Actually, so there's like a chimney here, right? And then... yeah, like there's Nellie's bedroom. She doesn't have any separate heating, does she? Yeah, I feel like maybe the house would just stay heated up enough. I don't actually know. Because when we play Decades, we're not basing it off of something. We would just, like, add a chimney, basically, in every single room. Oh, let's think OG Decades. I put basically a fireplace in every room. Probably not entirely realistic, but we didn't know what else to do. And then for Extreme Decades, it was just kind of like a 1-room place anyway, so we just had the fireplace and it heated up the whole place. But... yeah, wait. Because there's no fireplace even in this room. There's nothing. I mean, heat rises, so I guess maybe they just heat up the store. And, I mean, this is all above the store. I assume the heat would rise up to them. Because, I mean, they have this stove here with the pipe that would go up through the, you know, roof or whatever. Actually, where would the pipe go up through? It kind of looks like it goes across the ceiling, doesn't it? Which that would probably heat alone. Yeah, it goes like through the ceiling. I wonder where the outlet for that would go, theoretically. Yeah, I feel like it would just warm the whole floor. And then the back of their house, their kitchen. I don't have a picture of their kitchen in this. Their kitchen is through here. There's like a door in this room, and they have a kitchen. They could just, like, if they wanted to heat up the house, open the door, I would assume. And then you keep it shut for, like, fire protection. Yeah, that's true, because upstairs, yeah, if it was, you know, winter or whatever, they're probably very snuggled up in bed and sleeping. There's a reason the heating would be near the stairs or have a vent above the stove. These are smart things. Yeah, that makes sense. I do wonder where this is going to. Do you think it goes up? Because if you look at the stairs... I don't know, because where are we going to put a pipe to show that it's outletting somewhere? Or maybe it outlets on the side of the house? I actually don't know. Huh. These are good questions. I did save what these episodes are so I can go back through, because I wasn't looking for that. So if I go back through, I might notice that now. Well, we'll figure it out when we place one. How about that? But yes, I would assume the heating would just come from that then. And technically, this is now like right on the edge of even here, isn't it? Or is it right on the edge of the downstairs? Wait, did that end up working perfect? Oh, it did. It's perfectly above that. Interesting. They missed some of those items making sense for the times? Yeah. It's like maybe they could have one more wood stove upstairs, potentially, but then that's also a very large fire risk, too, so I guess it just depends. Hello, Brooke. Welcome in. We're doing a think. And then we're gonna... Because we're gonna need... Where's our other pictures? Let me go open it. The one pictures show where, like, the pipes are. I want to go see that. Like, the chimney pipes and stuff. I wasn't paying as close attention before, but now we will. Alright, come with me to my 5,000 tabs. Welcome. I can hear my computer going. So there is a chimney. Oh my. In this recreation right here. Do you think one of the bedrooms upstairs maybe had a fireplace? And that's what the chimney's connected to? Like, the master could have a fireplace? If the master had a fireplace, that'd probably heat up the whole upstairs too, let's be real. I mean, the walls are like paper thin. So I was bored, we only had a wood heater in the living area and that was it. We don't have heating in the rest of the house. Yeah, I mean, for me, we've always had heating and cooling. Yeah, maybe the master would. Let me see in the other pictures. And, oh yeah, see, okay, so there is a pipe back here for the stove in the kitchen. So we will just put a pipe above where the stove is at in the kitchen. But there is a chimney here. Unless somewhere upstairs, the pipe from downstairs goes up through the upstairs and it's just there so that the heat's going through. I'm thinking so. Because actually, I mean, if you went straight down, if the stairs in this miniature are here, that's probably about where that wood stove is. So we need a pipe that basically goes up to that chimney. Okay. Oh yeah, and see, even here, look how the pipe goes up. So it must go upstairs and then through the chimney. I've only lived in a house with central heat and air twice in my life. I would die without either of them. Not literally, but it would feel like it. Because once you have it, it's hard to not have it. Yeah, okay, so we just need a pipe where the stove is in the kitchen. And then the chimney, we need the pipe from the store to go up through and it would heat up the upstairs. Okay, okay. And then this one is a real picture from the show. So the chimney is... I mean, the chimney... It's interesting because the chimney's on the other side. That's why I'm like, do they have a... I'm trying to think. I just watched an episode where it showed the Oleson's bedroom. I don't remember seeing a fireplace in it. Do any of you? Like the parents' bedroom. So it is on the other side of the house. But if the pipe just went to that side of the house, then it could be fine. Because maybe the pipe goes up and over to heat the upstairs and then out. Never had central air. I don't know why it's not so popular in other countries. Like, I love air. And it's very good for allergies and asthma too, so. That's weird. It must. There's that again. This I thought was a real picture. That's actually a miniature, and I realized when I searched later. The miniatures are ridiculously realistic. Oh yeah, and this is a picture from the show too. With the pipe as well. It's interesting because the pipe is coming from the storage shed here. And... oh, hi, squirrel. If we look at the storage shed here... I took a picture of the room, didn't I? Thought I did. Maybe I just saw it. Should I go? I don't want to screen share the show. The show is old, but it probably still has copyright. Is there a stove in their storage room? Why would they have a pipe there? This is all very confusing now. Look what we've done. Mrs. Olsen's sitting by one in their room. I feel like it looks like there might be. I will literally go open the show and show it on the side. Wood burning stove? Yeah, so like this is, you know, wood. There's wood here too, so that's for the store. That we know, that we can see. How odd. I think I remember pick up a stove in their storeroom. There must be. mean, I guess you wouldn't want the stuff in the storeroom to freeze, right? And they typically have that door, like, if you shut it. That's interesting. I want to go open up the show. I can just watch on the side and mute it. The main stovepipe goes out the store vent to vent out? I don't think so. Maybe? Maybe if it went across the top? Huh. Nelly is very mean, and so is her mom. Who bought the dilemma? No, this is important because I didn't even think about it to even make room for something. Like, if we want a fireplace upstairs, I need to know. So, like, this is good, but I might, like, literally go open up the show. Would you blame me? Alright. Amazon Prime Video. Yes, please. Because I can go to that episode. It showed the storeroom in one of them. I wrote it down. I just searched Little Store. Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, let me go see what season that was. So the one with Mercantile, parlor, dining, storage door. Let's go to episode 1 or season 1, episode 16. Let's see. And I'll just mute it and put it over there, and I'll see if I can find it. And then I can, like, show you it once it's paused, but I don't want to show you the live video, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is important information. Now I'm very curious. It's things you don't really, like, see in the show. Like, you don't notice it until you're looking for it. Alright, I have the episode loaded up, but it does have ads, so... Let's see here. This is the store. Sassy. That's the pictures I took for you guys. Front of the store. Because there are some when he's in the back. Pipes can also mean plumbing. Yeah, they don't get plumbing till way, way later, though. They end up getting a toilet later, and that's it. Through here... Gosh, I love this show. Oh, here's the back room. Wait. Hold on, I have to watch an ad. Okay. Let me let the ad play. I'm tempted to buy all of these so I can go through and not watch with ads, but... It's tempting. Because, I mean, it's a show that I'm going to continuously rewatch. Let's look at pillars while that loads. Let's figure out some pillars here. I love being able to flush, right? Oh wait, did it load? Wait, take me back. Oh no, it's another ad. Where did my other tab go? Now I have 5,000 tabs open again. Yep, here it is. I wanted to see the pillars. They're those, okay. Oh, now it loaded. Let's see. It goes into the storeroom here. Hold up. He goes back into the storeroom. No, I don't see a stove. It's just a wooden room. I'd be concerned if there was a stove in there, honestly. Eleni! I'll show it to you in a second. I have it paused. Eleni, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. We have stumbled upon a conundrum. We realized, how did they heat this place? And now I'm literally looking through the episodes to see. We're here because I was wearing Steph merch today. I'm wearing Brian merch. We're all wearing each other's merch. I love it. Oh no. I literally have the episode up, like, scrolling through it, like, is there a stove here? Oh my gosh. How was stream? Thank you for the raid and welcome in. One they had to sell to someone? Maybe so. Maybe there was at some point. I'm gonna assume... maybe some of the recreations are just showing it. Well, no, because the one was that's the actual show, so... maybe they just have the pipe go out that side. Or maybe because the show is just a shell, they weren't thinking that that's actually the storage room. I need to talk to these set designers, alright? I don't know if any of them are still alive, but I just want to have a talk. Guys, go check out Eleni. Oh my goodness. Not family friendly. But I would say a variety streamer who plays lots of Sims. Mostly play Disney Update? Oh yes, that came out today. I mean the one in the showroom, not the storeroom. Oh. I could see that, but where... do they have a wiggly pipe? Because the pipe goes... Beautiful wood cook stove. It got so hot one day in the winter we had to open the front door in 80 Fahrenheit... wait. 80 Fahrenheit below storm. My guess is they had heat with a cook stove. Yeah, they have a cook stove in the back for sure. Okay, let me show you this. But welcome in. We're playing Sims. I am working on building for our Decades Challenge, and I'm basing it off of the Oleson's Mercantile from Little House, which is why we're doing this. I have it paused, so I think it should be fine to show you. Because I could screenshot it all the same. This is the storeroom. So he walks in, like, right on the side. And then that's the back of the storeroom. So there's nothing else in there. Just lots of storage. Very interesting. Let me scroll through more. I just don't want to live play it on screen share. I don't trust it. Let me see if there's anything else while I have this episode open. It's like I want to see their ceiling now, right? I'm like, where does that pipe go? Here's a nice view of the front of the place to kind of see how the wraparound porch is. See? So see how it's like a double door there, and then the windows and stuff? And then the shed in the back there. See? Look, there is a pipe coming out the shed back there. But for why? I just saw the shed. So it must be the pipe coming from either the kitchen cook stove and they have it piping over instead of up, or it's coming from the store. But I assume the store one is going through the chimney unless they have a fireplace. I hate this. What? Why? Oh no. I'm about to scroll some more. Let's see. School or church. Mercantile. That's so weird. Oh, wait, what's that? No, dang it, I have another ad. Okay, let me let the ad play. Like, ad on the show. Excuse me, loud car. Hi, puppy. I don't have anything for you right now, baby. Mama's very busy. I'm trying to use my brain cells, and it's a lot, okay? It's a lot right now. You're good. Hi. I see you. You're real cute. I don't have anything for you. I'm assuming without seeing anything else, there must have been a fireplace in the main bedroom upstairs, which would, you know, allude it to being the master bedroom as well. And then... have we seen a fireplace in their sitting room? And they don't have an extra chimney there, though, so I don't even know if they did have one in their sitting room. They have... stop, Minnie, please. I don't have anything more for you. I'm sorry. You're all good. They have the wood stove. Actually, she's in her sitting room right now. Let me see if there's a fireplace. They obviously have a wood, like, burning cook stove in the kitchen. The, wood-burning non-cook stove, just a wood-burning, like, you know, oven or whatever you want to call it, in the actual shop part, and the pipe must heat part of the upstairs plus the fireplace. And then for why there is a pipe over the storage room, I'm gonna assume that must just be from the kitchen. I'm seeing if it shows a big scene here. I wish I could just screen share it. It'd probably be fine, but I have no idea. I don't want to risk it. Misty Thomas? Wait, is that Foggy? Did you change your name again, or is that somebody else? Someone in chat. Because their name is, or your name is in their name. So this, if they do have a fireplace in the parlor, I don't think they do. There's like no room. Because here, this is part of the parlor. Let me pause it and show you. So this is like... It goes into their archway. So this is showing... Their front door would be over here then, and the door for the store would be like down here. Because this is the archway, unless it's flipped. But based on where the window is, I guess that could be the back. Or no, that is the back. I'm sorry. So this is the back of the place, and then that's the archway into their dining room. And they have a grandfather clock and a window here. So the other place they'd have a fireplace in here is like on the inside, but that wouldn't make sense. I assume, yeah, if you just open the store door and the kitchen door, the heat would just heat these rooms because they're not very big. Here, how about we just don't play it, but I can scrub through it. Let's see. See if there's any other scenes here, or even back here. Oh yeah, wait. Here is... Oh, I have to watch an ad. Alright, hold on. This is why I'm like, I just might want to buy these. Not even just for this, but just in general, so we don't have to watch ads whenever I want to like watch it or look for things. Ad playing, please hold. But yeah, actually, if I think about... I think you were saying you like my house that we're building, but if I think about our real house here... There would have been a cook stove in the kitchen, and the pipe went all the way upstairs and then heated through vents, so that was it. Watch party! I like... If someone could figure out the copyright on Little House, I would play it, but... I did research, and the books are still under copyright. Because the author died at whatever date that they're still under copyright, but I don't know about the show. Like, I don't know if it's in common whatever. Like, it's free to watch, but you have to watch ads, so I don't know. That stuff scares me. I watched a music video on stream, remember? Obviously it was copyright, but even, it was just a music video. It blocked the video worldwide. No one was allowed to watch it, so I had to cut that part of the VOD out because nobody could watch it. Here we go, here we go. Okay. This is their dining room, which, if you notice, to the archway, that is their parlor. Their parlor is really tiny. Because that's like their front door and window right there. So I don't think there's any fireplace in there. There is no room for a fireplace in there. Checking you out on my B-Day. Misty Thomas, were you Foggy before? Or are you somebody new? I can't tell. And then to the this way, or for them, like, you know, to next to Nelly, that would be the door into... That's not Foggy Morning. Oh, okay. Well, hi, welcome in. So there's someone else here who their name was Foggy, and then they changed to Misty, so I just wasn't sure if it was the same person. But happy birthday, welcome in. So yeah, so to the, you know, side of Nelly is the door to the kitchen. And then to the side of Willie there is their small little parlor. So yeah, I don't think there's any room for a fireplace. So it must just be cook stove in the kitchen that for the show must pipe out through the storage room for whatever reason. It didn't even show it in the storage room, but whatever. I'm probably just gonna make it go out the top. And then the stove in the store must heat the store and the upstairs. Now, the only thing I'm not sure on is there a fireplace in their bedroom? And I just watched an episode of them in their bedroom, and I may try to go find it because it might show that. We'll see. Furniture at that time was small. I feel like it's dainty, you know? Is this a Sims series you will start soon? Yeah, we've been working on it. We already made our Sims. We're just working on the build, but I go very in-depth with things, and then I take forever, but we're doing our best. I might go look for that, but at least we know those two things. If I wanted a fireplace up here, we could still fit one, because you don't have to put that crib in there. You could put a fireplace here. We could still make it work if we want to add one. Or we could add it on the back wall even. But typically one on the inside so it heats the upstairs. But like, if we want to add a fireplace, we still have room. I think we'd be okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna work on front porch pillars. Yeah, let's do that. Let me grab my pictures. I have tons of windows open again. Yeah, so their parlor is actually very, very small, even in the show, but in the miniatures it was always really small on all these pictures too, but I see that now. It's because it is quite small. Let's see. Do I need a BRB? Oh yeah, we're at 2 hours 20. Probably a little bit. I'll follow this series once it gets started. Well, you can follow it now. I mean, it's nice to have people hang out during this part too. But yeah, I mean, I live stream it, which, you know, that's the most important part, but I also... You have the VODs when I'm not live on Twitch, and then I'm uploading the VODs unlisted to YouTube, and then I'm uploading edited versions to YouTube. But those get uploaded like a day after, so that people can stay caught up when they miss streams. So this is still pretty small. So we did a good job on that, I think. Pee-pee poo-poo time? Very close too. Very close. Pillars. They have those fancy ones, and all my pillars are marked as new, and it's bugging the crap out of me. Hold on. How dare I fresh install the game, you know? Everything's new. There we go. I just need to, like, mark all as red. Because their pillars are pretty simple. We can do whatever we want that looks good, because I do love those ones that are there. Those are some of my faves. I might go see what those other Sims builds put. Although those are probably built a while back. Oh, this one is very close too. That's a nice simple one. My apartment complex doesn't have an ice maker. I was thinking of getting one off Amazon that you can put on the counter and make ice in 6 seconds. You could. Yeah, if you want to deal with that, go for it. I legit don't have counter space. I also don't have freezer space though, so I do have an ice cube tray that I bought because for a bit there... Oh yeah, I was buying that iced coffee in a carton and I would put it on ice. But then I gave up on that because, like... I don't have room, man! Ooh, what's this one? Ooh, that one's good too. Okay, okay. That one's simple. These ones are very ornate. You'd make room for it? Yeah, I don't need ice enough. Especially because I get my water directly from the fridge. Like, not the fridge itself, but like, it's in the fridge. So that's already cold. The only thing I would like ice for is, like, iced coffee. Yeah, this one does look really good, doesn't it? We'll have to see what top parts, what the spandrel stuff looks like, too. Okay, okay, so those are my 3 favorites. I would like to go see what the other pictures used. I'm curious. They used... Let's see, the one picture uses these in the middle here. And then let's see on the other one. The other one uses... Oh, they just use the straight long ones. But if you look at the actual build... Let's see. I should just save these all as pictures. Oh, you know, it's been really weird. Me and my mom are noticing this. So in a lot of the miniatures, they act like the back is a barn door. And it literally makes 0 sense because that is their kitchen. And I'm sorry, but they didn't have a barn door in their kitchen. At the most, they have like a door, but it's just so weird because there's only like one little tiny scene where you see the back of the Mercantile in the show. And for whatever reason, all the miniatures have a barn door there. And it's like, that is their kitchen. It would not be a barn door. It makes no sense. Anyways. Let's see. pillar. So this is a miniature as well. I guess those are straight pillars and they just have stuff on the top. Where's the one from the show? Maybe they are straight pillars. Oh, yeah. So there's straight pillars, no fancy stuff on the bottom. They have fancy stuff on top. For deliveries, but into their kitchen? The deliveries make sense going into the shed, but not the kitchen. That's why the shed has a big door. I've learned so much, Addie. I've always loved Little House since I was like, I don't know, first grade, I want to say. Because I feel like that's when I started reading some of those books. And then the show I would watch, you know, I don't remember how much I watched it, but like we had it all on DVD, so it would just be on and we'd watch it. And then I got very into it because that's why I have the dress and the doll. I have Laura's tin cup. Like I have all the recreations that I got when I was a kid. And then I got back into it later. I think that's where they kept the wagon? Well, that's their kitchen. Like this right here is the storage room. That's where he's in with all the storage. But that's not the kitchen for the place. That is like that is their home kitchen that they added on. Yeah, I have the cup here. This. Oh. This. Here. Let's show some things. Oh. Because there is some scenes where you see their kitchen and there's no delivery door that I remember. Okay, here. I have... This was all from it. Literally has a tag. Home of Laura Ingalls Wilder, Mansfield, Missouri. It is from their... like, museum. So I have the doll. I know she has button eyes and it's a little scary, but... It's all because of Coraline, okay? But it's literally like handmade and has the handwritten tag on it from the museum and everything. So that's supposed to be Laura's doll. And then this bonnet that I wore in our like intro to this. The bonnet is from that museum as well. Handmade, I assume, because they still make handmade ones. And this is a matching dress. But I can't fit into the dress anymore because I got it when I was a kid. So, but the bonnet still fits. And then, because I love the Christmas episode, I have her tin from the museum, and do you know how old this candy is? She got, you know, they would get, peppermint sticks. I have the cookies still. They're heart-shaped cookies. And then the penny's gone in here, but she got a penny, you know? I don't know where the penny is, unfortunately. It's probably somewhere, or maybe it got mixed with real pennies because it was real. But it's the cup with the stuff, because she got her tin cup. I'm not eating that. I can't. The candy cane I probably could. The cookie I can't. But yeah, it smells like something else too. But I love that. So the museum would sell all that stuff, and my mom got it because I was so like into it. And this would have been like elementary stuff. I love. Oh, and I have her mittens. She gets red mittens. I don't have them here, I don't think, but I have her mittens. We can't eat it! These are props! These are props! We can't eat it, but like all this stuff is handmade too, and like it's so cool. Look, she even has bloomers on! Like, it's so cool. She's missing a ribbon too, unfortunately. Yeah. It's cute. Oh, what? Do it, Toots, do it! Go buy stuff from it. Send it to me. I need it. I thought it was an old cookie? Oh, well, it is real food, but, like, I'm keeping it as props. I wouldn't want to eat it, because then you don't have it. And I can't eat it, but even if I could. Alright, let me put that there. But yeah, I was very into it as a kid, too, so it's coming full circle. It's fun. Oh yeah, I was looking at pictures, my bad. Let's see. So I guess technically if we want to mimic, they had really plain columns, but like we could go fancy columns, alright? I'm just saying. Let's see what our top pieces look like, because this is where it's gonna get tricky. Ooh. This is where it gets weird. Because they have... We don't have very many options of these in the game. And that's the T. These would be super simple ones. Because theirs has like an under thing. Which I saw one of the builds try to mimic it. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I have the energy to. Those are almost it. These are all, like, ridiculous. Those aren't super ridiculous. We could go with the cottage living ones just because they're so dang cute and they would match. Some of those are hideous, I agree. Hearing you say museum makes me think I understand now why Americans say emu the way they do. Emu? Museum? I don't know, man. I kind of want to use these ones because I love them. The other thing is a roll down blind. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go that far. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. Did they put, like, curtains in this one, then? Look at this one. I'll share it. Emu. How do you say it? Emu? Ama? This? Are they literally putting curtains there to mimic it, then? Look at your previous content? Or comment? Oh, this is gonna be tricky, but in the images they have a pull-down blind to mimic that. You could use the blinds for island living. Look in the closet, but you need to put it on the wall on the back porch to place the blind and then do the spandrels in the post. Oh. I don't ever notice that in the show. That's interesting. Do they ever actually pull them down? Actually, yeah, because all the miniatures don't have it either. I don't know if I'll add that part. Oh, I do see it in this picture. In a real picture from the show. Interesting. MU? Like Tuesday? MU. Emu. I don't know how you guys are saying it. Emu Museum. It's Tuesday, innit? Emu. 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 We might not do a roll down thing. Because I don't like the way it looks, to be fair. Alright, let me see. Can you not? There we go. We want a pillar, though. Right here. And here. And here. Now, these should be equal. They are. God bless. Good, good. And then we want this to go to here. I love it. Well, now anyway I say it sounds wrong. Yeah, now we said it too many ways. Let's see. Have to go, so may the force be with you, Rose! Have lots on today, we'll catch you up tomorrow. That sounds good, Rose. Thanks for hanging out and helping. And doing all the build stuff, too. Chat's gonna be very impressed. Oh, we do need a pillar over here. With an U at the end because giant birds are yucky. Emu! Emu. Emu. I'm gonna ask Google to say it. What? Apparently I can't show Google to you guys anymore because now at the top it says results 4 and then my city. When did they add that? Have I doxed myself already? I don't think I showed you guys Google today, but... Alright, remind me not to show you Google anymore. That's stupid. Why would they add that there? How rude. Right, pronunciation. American. Rude, Google, right? It literally, like, my full city's just right at the top. Like, I might have to do the thing where people, like, open up a different tab. The problem is, I open up bookmarks very frequently on stream. So I don't use, like, a different version of Chrome or anything because I would be missing all of those. I could use Edge. That's why I open up my merch store in Edge so it shows the correct prices because my prices are the base prices. But otherwise, I just use my Chrome because all my bookmarks. Anyways, let's listen here.
Certainly say it as emu. The emu bird.
Emu! 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 So he's just saying mew.
Videos on how to pronounce more animal names.
It's not that much different. Y'all are wild. Turn off location tracking? That's so weird. Is it just because I searched an animal? How about if I search a doll? Oh, okay, so apparently me searching animal says at the top results 4 and then my city As if I... That's weird. That's weird. But I'm not saying it that much different. I mean, it's just whatever accent I have. Let's see. How are we gonna make this work? Oh, I know. Boop. That would give you that. But now I feel like there should be a pillar on this side. We could always give them a little bit of a bigger thing here. It could be cute. Yeah, like, is it trying to tell me which emus are near me? Because, like, I didn't think we had them. I might just expand that. Legit. And we could put, like, a little flower box over there or something. Emu. Let's see. Hey! Oh, it made the back part go. Here. Emu. Uh-huh. Right, Kate? That's what I was looking for. It actually shows a college first, so I'm just like, wait. I don't think our zoo has emus. Let's see. This is looking good. Okay. I see a vision. Now, they don't have a post back here. Actually, they don't have one here either, so I guess... So it doesn't go into the wall. We could just keep it like that. There's a vision. There's a vision. Aluminum. I hate that word. My uni has emus dead once. Please. It's probably what it's trying to tell me on Google. Just the bones. Wow. I need to see the side. So it looks like they put one... well, this will kind of depend because ours is a little bit different. I have to move the stairs too. Oh my gosh. Yes. Show me the side again. Oh, there we go. So they just do one on that side. Interesting. And it's about there. Where'd my window go? Let's see. Oops. Oh no, this is where... I knew it was gonna become an issue at some point. That stupid room! Listen. Listen. No! I don't even know how to fix that. What the heck is this? Well, you see. Oh! Did we... No. No! How do I fix this? This is terrible. The heck is all of this? Help! I am requesting chat's assistance. I mean, I guess it looks fine unless that messes us up later. That all looks correct right now, but... Other shape on the wall, separate. Turn it into a spandrel and then move it into the space. I did get that there. I'm just... Hopefully that won't mess us up later. What's happening here? So, I made some shapes, apparently, and... Are you requesting immediate assistance? I have some shapes. This is why we don't use diagonals. That is true. And the other thing is, you know how you can place the foundation pieces separate from the walls, or you can just place the walls and then delete the walls but keep the foundation? Well, I have a mix of that. Some of these I place separate and some are from the walls. I don't think the game liked it. So I'm just gonna hope we never have issues with that, and I'll probably regret that later. I'm gonna be like, why did you let me do this? How are we gonna do this? Is it? Oh, it sounded like it was raining. Time to bulldoze! Alright, starting over, everybody. Thank you for watching. Let's fix stairs. How about that? So, I assume... Oh my. We're gonna want to go like this. Copy. Oh my goodness. Are these the same? I'm gonna cry if they're not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hallelujah. Thank you. Now these will end up being white. I hate that you can't just change a stair color. It makes no sense. These would be white. And this one is correct as well. This would be white. Why does this one have little pokey things? Do you see that? Why is it being like that? Someone's gonna trip on that. What? Hi Anna, welcome in. I'm a professional builder, it's on my resume. Weird, alright. I guess the small ones have pokey things. And then they also have stairs over here. I don't know why there's so many stairs on this place, but... Just, this one's like, it depends on the miniature or the real picture that I'm looking at to how big that stair is. Why are there so many stairs? Let me look at these. That one has them like this. There's so many stairs. They really do like stairs. There's so many stairs. I guess because the store, so you want people to be able to come in. But it's like, it's a small store, and there's not that many people coming in. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm not sure what the purpose of it is. Other than just being very welcoming on all fronts, I guess. Literally. Any stair you want to go up, it will be there. Yeah, because all the miniatures do that. And then the real picture. Hold on. Uh-huh. Interesting. Go look at these ones too. Why wouldn't they just wrap them around? I don't know. And especially because they don't have any fencing up there either. And it's pretty high up there. I mean, the fact that you need that many stairs to get up, it is interesting. There's no fencing. So, like, if you fell, you know? See you, Richie. Thanks for hanging out. Let me look in that one picture I took, too. I guess when you see the build, it makes sense. And with no fences. Because here's the real build, not a miniature or anything. It doesn't look off there. I think in The Sims, it just looks like a lot of stairs. But when you actually see it down with everything around it, it does make sense that you could, like, go up over here and there's some chairs. Or you could go up at the corner. Or if you're going up by the loading dock. Add a short fence to fix the pokey. We can try that. And then this part of the stairs, remember, is like a diagonal stair, which I'm not messing with. We could do the trick from the other person, but, like, I don't want to. Because that means whenever I move the house, too, like, it wouldn't move those, and... Yeah. Looks fine. Off to Prairie, go have fun. I might go take a break real quick. I probably should, before it gets too late and I don't get a break. Or I take a break right at the end. For a fence, do you mean like a railing, even? Oh. Actually, there's no railings on these, are there? No railings, nothing. How would you fence it? We had a war with emus and they won? Oh my gosh. Like these? Huh. Hecton toddlers, oh. Well... they'll crawl down, it's fine. I was like, Actually, it's gonna be so annoying because all bedrooms are upstairs, so when we have... oh my gosh! Oh, okay. Y'all! A dog was just out my window, like, right out the window. And I thought it was, like, off its leash or, like, I don't know. It looked wild, but then I realized people were walking it. Its leash was just out that far. But that dog was, like, right there! Hello? Oh, man. It looked like a deer, too. That was wild. I don't know why this is like that. I feel like the foundation is so high, but I tried to mimic what it looked like, but... At this point, I don't even think I can change the foundation of the whole place. Because it's all a separate thing, it hates me. Okay. Let's see. Let's fix these stairs, and then I'll go take a break. Maybe we'll get some wall on it. The walling always makes it come together, so I was like waiting, you know? I gotta figure out windows back here too. But I think this is turning cute. And then obviously these windows, I mean these windows might be the real windows because they're just a plain window, but some of these are gonna be replaced. And obviously the doors and stuff. I might change the stairs. Because I don't like the way they look in Sims. And since, I mean, the base of our whole thing is greatly inspired by the Olesons, but now I'm changing a lot of it. And that's fine. So, we could just see what this looks like all the way across. I feel like that might look better. And we could even change back here to not be so weird, too. Because at first I was literally mimicking all the weirdness, but like we could make this... Gosh, the game... Oh, I need to unmute Sims. I muted it because now the bad thing about having it where the music plays even when I'm tabbed out is when I go on break and play music, it's playing music in game too. So I have to like mute, but because we could go like, I mean, would you want this? Is this 4 though? Oh, well, hold on. If I'm changing things, then no, that's too many. That's too many. Okay, let's keep it like that. Because this we can have, like, chairs there. I'm liking that. Again, we're gonna have to fix windows, but windows are a huge part of this. And there's no windows on this wall because the stairs are there. Back here, there will be some more windows. I have to make sure back here, like, I rough cut these. The storage room looks right. Because remember, we can still pull out the whole back of the house if we want. It's not really affecting anything. So... I think I just need to place things. Like, let's see. This is their dining room. We need to make sure... Are the stairs coming from the door if you want to change the look? From the door? I can't put stairs on a diagonal, though, if that's what you mean. It's, like, not a thing. I cry. That was weird. The other door, the shop door? Oh, this? Oh, from the front? Wait, let's see. Oh, no. Can you not put stairs on a... My heart and soul. Ouch. You know what? I think they looked great over there, don't you? Yeah, I guess if you were to think that they brought up the what's it called? Like, you know, a horse buggy thing. Because they would bring, like, a cart of things in. Yes, they look fine over here. If they brought them up to the side here, and then unloaded and went up, I guess that would make sense. And then they have the doors open. Yeah, that looks fine. Ooh, Yeah, no, I could see that. I think that might be why their stairs were so weird, because they had the stairs here and here. I assume it's for loading purposes. But that still makes sense. We could take these away, too. I mean, what does it look like if you did that? No, I kind of like them there. I'm always so used to making things symmetrical, but, like, it doesn't have to be, because the stairs don't look right over here. Yeah. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, inside. This. Let me get some lights for you guys so you can see. And me too, but obviously it's a little harder like if you're on a small device. Just do 1 light per room so I don't lose the lights. I'm really good at losing lights when I build. And then later I find them stuck in walls. But for building purposes, just like, isn't there a light stuck in a wall up here now? Wait. Oh no, where is that light? See? Look what we've done. These get hidden in walls. It's very weird. Hold on. Where did it go? Or is that because it's so bright? Well, that's me problem for later, I guess. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. There. Okay, downstairs. So, this is dining, and now, based on, like, the little pictures and stuff, it's a very small room. It just fits their dining table and some nice little things on the walls and the sides. So let's make sure it fits that. And we have to make sure it fits a big family, because, you know, they're gonna have a lot of kids. So you'd assume it needs to at least fit the biggest table. Don't mind the placeholders, it's just whatever I click. So that room literally perfectly fits the dining table, which is good, because then they had like a nice archway, didn't they? So you would imagine that this is going to be an archway, of some sort. Maybe one of these, something. We could put it on the side or whatever, it depends on how we do this room. And then to the kitchen is actually just a door, so let's grab our placeholder door. Oh, and let's not forget that there's a door here and here in the show. Which is interesting to me because I feel like we never see them use that door in the show, but... And for Sims, we could always scooch it over one. But that's like a door to the kitchen. And then we're gonna have a door in the back. And what I've decided, I said it in the beginning, but I haven't like done it, is we'll have a door from the kitchen out to a little back like patio for them. So same thing as this in front, but one in the back just for them. It wouldn't be for, you know, the customers. It would just be their personal one. And in the future, I was thinking it could turn into like a screened-in porch style thing. But for now, it would just be like a covered porch that they could have like some rocking chairs, and like their laundry could be back here and everything. This is turning into a cool build. I'm definitely gonna have to work on this off stream though. Like, I don't know when or how, but it's fine. It's fine. Now in here, because I'm not following the windows anymore. I don't think. We've already gone past that. Because they don't have a lot of windows. Where did that go? Research, open. Yes. And we're doing the doors different too. Yeah, because for them, yeah, they do 2 windows on this side, which makes sense. I'll probably keep the 2 windows on that side. I mean, that one does make sense. That looks good. And then... clicking through screenshots. Oh yeah, so for them on the back, for some of the miniatures, because there's no good, like, back shot in the show. It's very odd. But on the back, they have, like, a window, and then the weird door thing. I still don't know why they did that. Maybe they did have big furniture come through the back, but it seems silly. So for us, we won't. And then they have, like, a window, it looks like, into this room and this room. Which is probably about right, so honestly, even just centering these into these rooms. Heck, you could center the kitchen one. They would get a room for each. Or like a window for each, I mean. And then for the kitchen, we could add a door to the side, or we could do like this and put a door there. Let's see. Now we can figure it out. The kitchen has so many doors. Jeez. We can figure that out. We couldn't even off-center them like this. Depending on where stuff is in there. That'll probably look good. Because it's not going to be symmetrical on the back, and we're just going to have to deal with that. As for kitchen stuff, we will be using the one... Actually, I don't know what stove we'll be using. Something similar to this. Or, oh, wait. Oh, I do have this in my game right now because, what side in the show did they put the stove on? Because the pipe coming out of here might have been because they had the stove on that wall. You know what I'm saying? But we can put it wherever, especially because it's going to be warming this place anyways. Wow, I forgot about that stove. I love that stove. But we'll have a stove in there, and then they will have to have a fridge of some sort. It's still an icebox at that time, isn't it? But these are just placeholders, so it'll be those sizes. And then they're still gonna have, you know, counters of some sort and stuff. So this kitchen looks like a decent size for that. And even in the future, if you think about this being a living room, front entry room, if you bump this out and do an archway, you could even turn this whole back part into a kitchen in the future. You could have a nice pantry and a kitchen and still have dining and like a spare room. Like, I'm future thinking about how cool this is gonna be to transfer into a whole home as well. Like, I think it's gonna be great for like generational living. This is looking so good though, I'm very impressed. And then the parlor, I feel like, I mean, if we wanted, I'm just saying, if we wanted to add a fireplace, this would be the room to do it. I'm just saying. It could be cool, but we don't have to. But I'm just saying, if we wanted to, that wall is screaming fireplace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. It could even be a fancy one. It could be like, you know, we don't have great options in this game. We might have to get CC ones, but I'm just saying. I know, right? We could even, like, make a bump out on the side of the house with a chimney. I think we need a chimney! Okay, we're putting a fireplace there. Because then in the future, there would still be a fireplace there, and I love that. And it would literally warm all of this, and it would still be, like, on the outside of the house for, like, you know, chimney purposes. It's interesting, because if you put a chimney on the outside, it's good for preventing fires throughout the whole house if there was a fire, but also putting chimneys on the inside helps so that you can warm the whole house. So, you know, they'll have a little bit of both. I think that's probably going to be that. I'm liking this. I see a vision, and it's beautiful. Oh, what is this? There we go. I mean, that, at this point, is the basic layout, then. So, nice. Claps for me. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get some siding on this place. I think it'll change it a lot. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I think that's the base layout. I like it. We need just some siding. The actual Mercantile is just white siding. I'm probably gonna stick with that because then, like, in the future, if we want to paint it, like, we can just make a different color. It's literally just, like, white siding throughout the whole thing. But some of the miniatures show the shed as, instead of being siding that goes this way, it's siding that goes up and down. And I think it's because it's like an addition. And it's the only part that has that. And I might do that because it actually looks really cool. I'm still so confused with the pipe. That must just be the kitchen stove. It's gotta be. I need to talk to the people who made these miniatures and be like, listen, I just want to know, what do you think that pipe's connected to? I just want to talk from a miniature artist to miniature artist in The Sims. What do you think? Now, I don't know how to do this. So the back of the house was stone. Oh, I guess it lets you do separate. Oh, well, okay, we can make the back stone. Is your roof scuffed? Oh, yeah, it is. Just a little bit here, I'll fix it. Oh, that looks way better. Thank you. And I have to figure out how high these windows will go to. This. Luckily, the siding is a stone starting back there. In some of the miniatures, they use a brick, which I kind of like. And in some of them, they use a stone. Where is the real picture at? In the real one... Oh, it's tiny. Let me get my pictures. I don't know. Why Sims? Like, this is like, this breaks, and then this is a bump. Like, thank you. Let's do Little House on the Prairie. This. Does this show? So it looks like the siding changes as soon as the fence hits, and the fence hits right here. So let me add the fence so you guys can see that. It's actually really cute. Are you ready for this? We need, like, a white picket fence. Oh, that is not it. So listen. I'm gonna need you to be on the ground. Yeah. There you go. Oops. This might wrap around. This is way smaller in The Sims. That's weird. Some things in Sims are so much bigger and some are so much smaller. My mind is blown. But there will be a fence. I mean, I could pull this out one. That would make it, I feel like, not a weird proportion. Because is it 4 right now? I think that might be why it feels weird. I'm just gonna do a little boop and a little boop and boop. And boop. Okay, see, that already looks 5,000 times better, thank you. Oh no, not this. Did that just break? I'll fix it in a second. I like that a lot better. This looks better. That's what I was wondering, because they have a backyard, too. So is that why it looks bigger in the show? Guys, look at this miniature of this. Let me see. Does this dox me? It's on Etsy. I don't see my address anywhere, so I think we're good. Look at this Etsy recreation of this. Look how cute this is. Like, it's adorable. But look, you can see how they did the side. They made it really small for this. It doesn't look that small in the show, but it is so cute. Buy it. It's like $100 some. I'd rather make my own. I would love to make miniatures. Like, that'd be so cool. See, they put a pillar here. I might do that in my game. I know this is not Sims, but similar. Haha. See, they had the stone here too. Oh, they made the whole thing? Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love, it's I mean, for that work, $148 actually doesn't shock me, honestly. Because that's a lot. That is a lot. And that looks like a decent size, even. That's so cute. But see how they have the chimney and the little pipe? I just want to know. I just have questions, alright? It's fine. But that one doesn't show their backyard. The one... Oh yeah, so the one miniature does give them a yard that goes around, and honestly, we could. I feel like we should. I feel like this should wrap around to their back porch, because this is going to be in a town square. We don't want random Sims walking back there, so this way we can block, or we can lock the fence. So, yeah. Yeah, I say we do make this go around here. Let me make their back porch so I can make it connect. So, I want to... Hello, birds. I want to give them something from here. Oh, yep, that's perfect. There we go. Look at that nice shape compared to the ones on the front. Yeah, because I want them to have a garden. We need place for, you know, hanging clothes and potentially place for, I don't know, even like a swing or anything like that that we want to do outside. Making snow angels, you know? Now, I need to decide how far we want this to go out. Let's do the house shape at least. Maybe to there? We are really close. We have like 45 minutes to our stream time, and big goal's over half, and sub goal is almost at half. I believe in you. This is such a high foundation. I want to lower it one, but the whole house is like screwed up now. If you lowered it... Oh, wait! Would it let me do the whole thing? Oh. I like that a lot better. Okay, cool. That looks like still high, but not like... I don't know, it just felt really high. It's because I was literally counting the stairs. And then this, I feel like we could put a fence on. They don't actually have a back porch, so this is coming from my imagination. Yeah, Donegal is already smashed. Don't even have to worry about loading that up or anything. This could go around back. That would give them a nice space there. And then we have to decide how much of the back... Their outhouse goes out here too. So I guess, I mean, they do need a little bit. Maybe not that much. I need to decide... how... I mean, that's a decent size. How do we want to do this? Look alive, chat. I think they all, like, fell asleep when I went on break. I don't know what happened. It was very lively, and then I came back, and I'm like, hello? Hello? I don't know how we're gonna do this. Maybe a pillar? I mean, if I put an awning over this... Sims can't jump up that, so, I mean, that's good, but I don't know what that fence is doing there. Oh, look, they're awake. How about... Oh, that would cover that. Okay. You're eating cereal? What kind of cereal? I'm alive. Hi, Olo. How's it going? I kind of want to put pillars on the house. Some of the builds have it, some of them don't, but I think in Sims sometimes it looks better because it feels like incomplete without it. You know what I mean? It's my build. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm sending it. Okay. I'm sort of awake. I might even move this over so we don't have to deal with that. What if we put it here? What if we... We could bring it down to 1. Something like that. That's cute. Let's get this here too. That's adorable. Being a lazy human, you're being a human who needs to rest. It's fine. I don't know what's for dinner either. Probably something easy because it'd be that way. Me every night. I need something easy. Some nights I really do feel like cooking though. I mean, and that's when I make like an exquisite dish and post about it because I'm like, guys, I actually made something. Okay. And then how do we want to do the roof here? I could make a separate piece here and extend it. Are we gonna get fancy? Oops. I might make like a burrito. I'm a pro roofer now. Roofs don't scare me. Scare me a little bit, but... Can you, Here. Let's see what this looks like. A lattice awning? Do you mean the one roof piece that looks like that? Max roof slope exceeded! Wait. What have I done? Wait a second. Is it not gonna match now because it's a separate slope? So listen. Remember when I said I'm not scared of roofs? Oh. So, like, listen. When you take a fence and dupe. A fence and uh-huh. Well, one way to find out is to try, right? But this is not a room is the problem. Goodbye, pillars. Wait, let's see. Will this even... It's fine. I'm fine. Words aren't wording. Mood. This is... garbage. Trash. I don't know how I'm gonna put something on this with the way the roof is. I just, Here you go. Oh, perfect. That's lovely. I don't know what to do here. Unless you add, wait, what if you add, this thing? What happens if you cross this through? But make it go way down. Oh, wait, we're onto something. I mean, it's a roof? How are these windows looking? Oh, I see. It's there. I mean... Now though, I mean... The windows don't have to be the way they are. Oh, yes, they do. Never mind. Never mind. Put those back. Put that back. I don't know on that window unless we did a different window there that was higher up. And then the edges we would, you know, fan out, right? We would have to go like that. Okay. And then obviously this would be what does this look like though? Yeah, I feel like because you gotta, they would be thinking water drainage and then like cheap, obviously. So it's like water would still drain and it'd actually funnel here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait, what does it look like with everything? We could, yeah, let's see what a flat triangle roof looks like here. Let's just move this over so it's the same size. What does this look like if it was, like, small? Like, obviously not as high as it's about to go, but... Oops. Oh, perfect. We don't need windows. What if it was just, like, a little one? Wait, that might work really well, actually, and not mess with the windows too much. You could go... That would be fine. You could even move the windows up. What does that look like with everything? Let's see. I mean... It's an awning. Look at all these roof pieces. They've got this going on, and then this, and then this. Here, let me fix this too, so that we're not thrown off. Oh, hold on. I gotta go down a level. Hold on. Let me... Sims, please. It's a build as you go. Yeah, I mean, it talks about, like, that this was, like, added on. And I would believe it. Like, if you first started this as a tiny general store, and then you added on that whole back house, like, it would be a work in progress thing. I like it. I think it will be cute. This could go out even one more. That would give them a nice thing there. Here. Okay. I don't know. Is that our only picket fence? It's a very tall fence too, but I guess it works. Oh, we have this one, but isn't this one tiny? Yeah, it was tiny. Because that's this one. Yeah, yeah. Hi, puppy. What's up, girl? Didn't you just have one like 5 seconds ago? Hi. How's it going? Oh, you want your mama? Okay, you can help me pick out fences. How's that sound? Are you using your sniffer? Color wheel, please. Yeah, yeah. There's, Yeah, yeah. Welcome to Sims. It's okay when it's different lighting. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do with these. Unless you could put a gate right there. What does the gate... Does this even have a matching gate? Oh, it does. Oh, it would go here. Wait, why is this crooked? How is this crooked? Wait a second. How? There you go. Hi, pup. What do you think? What do you think about this? Do you love it? You love it? She's reaching out for food. I didn't just say. You see her paw? Do it again so they can see you. Oh my gosh. Hi, how's it going? Her little paw just reached straight up. Oh yeah, it needs the spandrels. Here we go. Oh. You just hit my face. And Mama, please. I don't care about your Sims build. Are you gonna cry? Oh my gosh. Yes? Did you need something? It'll be a little piece though, because you're a treataholic. Oh, I love you. You're a good girl, you know that? Let's see. This is looking good. Let's figure out maybe the door we want to use and like windows so that we can finish all that. Because at this point, we have what, half an hour? Let's try to do that and not start on another build because I would be more impressed to have the shell of this done. Yeah, let's do that. And we can go, let's delete our fill-in furniture. I think we have the gist of all of that. That green door looks great! I know, and look at this nice, wood banister here. Yeah, I have a good idea of all of this. Let's figure out the door. I'm gonna try to choose stuff from the game, and then if we really are at a loss, you know, we can pick stuff not from the game, but... Honestly, those doors aren't bad. So the ones in the show, I almost said the movie. The ones in the show are those, like, glass doors. Very similar to that, but just with, like, a handle. And then they have, like, blinds they pull over it. And the bottom part's a square. So it actually gives very similar vibes to those doors. Just more dainty, I would say. I still don't have expandable build mode right now. Ooh, yuck. So that's probably our main option, honestly, but I'll look at our other ones. Like, we wouldn't want anything like that. And we want it to be a double, so... That's the same one. I was like, that one looks great! Oh. I do want it to be glass. Oh, there's this one would be another one. Does this come in white? It does. That one is an option. And then we don't want those. This would be too much. This would be... I mean, it'd be... You could. But I like, in the show, they have the bottom where it does have, like, a square ornate piece on it, so... those might be our options, then, besides, like, CC. Alright, which one of these looks better? I kind of like the one that's on it, but what does this look like? Those look more run down. Alright, these doors win! Woo! I know, yeah. I think we picked a good one. Now, the storage doors, this one's gonna be interesting. The ones in the show, I mean, they typically just use, like, that barn door storage style, which we kind of have, don't we? Didn't it come with, like... Hold on. Meat building. Hold on. Please hold. Brain booting. Hello? Hold on. We don't have a double door in this pack? Wait a minute. How rude. Double door, double door, double door, double door. Ooh, I like that door. What is that from? Oh, that's from the new pack. I was like, I've not really seen that. That would be why. I mean... These have too modern of handles. Oh, that's a nice plain double door. It's more of like, it's like a shed door. I don't know if we really have that in the game. That might be a CC thing. There's doors called Prairie doors. Oh, here's a big sliding door. Sliding door. Dog door. Why do I feel like I'm missing doors here? It's all the CC, man. Do we not have... Wait, double diamond doors? Just a simple door. Double curved doors. I don't hate that on the build, but... for the sense of it being a shed... Glass door. Welcome home, Jenny. Are these what matches these? No. Oh, cause wait. Why do I feel like I'm missing doors? Is it like in here? Is that why? Maybe that's why. See all doors. Oh, we do have that, but that's still not what I was going for. Let me see all doors. Problem is that's, you know, the height that it is, but... I thought they gave us a barn-looking door, but was that just my CC? I guess so. Well, that might have to be CC then. I feel like a sliding barn door style is the best bet there. Jenny, please! Oh no! Alright, which one is this? This is a craftsman. This is seasons. Let's see seasons. That's all these. Because these might be a good inside door too. It hates me! Please. I guess let me put a placeholder right now. What happens if you go like this? Wait. Flip! 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 No? Look, I make pretend doors. She probably does. That's why it's like, I better just download her CC and then decide. Alright, that is for your visual awareness of what's gonna go there. It won't be those doors, though. We'll get some different ones. Let's take a look at... inside doors. I mean... let me go look in the one picture of the door, because I have a picture. So they have the doors that have 4 panels, 4 long skinny patterns, or panels. And then the door handle, it depends on the episode. Honestly, I've seen multiple door handles in the show. Do we have one with 4 pieces? And we do want it, well, yeah, they do have most of their doors white. I feel like back then it was like a flex. If you painted your stuff white, like, you had money for paint, you know? Because the Ingalls is like all wood, and then theirs is like, we painted? Wait! This is the barn door that we had. What if you put 2 of these? Like, again, I can grab CC if we get some, but... does this? Did I... that looks fantastic! That'll be there unless we have CC. Okay, good. Nice. I like that. Thank you. Let's make this white. And then see if there's a 4-panel or similar door in this game. Those are 4-panel but curved. Those are actually too fancy for the house. We don't need curves. What's this one? 2 panels. Cute, but no. Cute, but no thank you. Oh, actually, what's the door like on their house? Like their side door. Because that could be a cute side door, I'm not gonna lie. Let me look. They show... it's actually, it's a door of no windows. I mean, we can use windows, but probably for privacy on the side there, I'd assume. Puppy, are you back? You were just up here. They saw you, girl. Good night, Mickey. Thanks for hanging out. Although this one, it looks so modern, unfortunately. Alright, this is a one-panel door. Oh, here's our panels. So those are 4 panels, but not equal. But it is 4 panels. I didn't see anything. Ugh. This one's 6 panels. This one's 4. Well, it's actually like 5 with some curves. I love the barn doors. Wait, is this a cats and dog barn door? So we do have barn doors, just not how we expect. Wait, hold on. Puppy, no. You've had enough right now. She's actually probably looking for, food. What's the difference of these? Is one beat up and one's not? I'm confused. Oh. Why? They're the same. Guys, why are there 2? Am I missing something? Is it on the other side? What? Does anyone know why there's 2 of those doors? Because I legit don't. Wait, I kind of like these over here then. They're slightly different? For why? They look exactly the same. They do! That's the same. Do they have different swatches? They're the same! What? I don't know. That's weird. I like that. That's cute. That's actually really cute. My eyeballs. Okay. There's a 3-panel, which honestly, that one looks nice. Those are the same. They are the same. That's so weird. So I don't like this. This one's too modern. I'm kind of liking the one with a circle panel top. I don't know if it's timely per se, but I like the look of it. Otherwise, there's that. Oh, that door is massive. What the heck? Oh, I guess I'm not in the short doors. See, wouldn't this be cute on the side here? I think it'd be cute over here. It's a little too barn door for them maybe, but it could be cute. Because it has like shades on it already. Single panel. Triple. The 6 looks ridiculous. These all have windows. We don't want those. Massive one is the one called a prairie door. Oh, hey, here's a clear barn door. Why are the whites all different? Somebody, please. Why? Why? Why are you like this? Oh yeah, wooden prairie style 2-panel door. It is huge. Why don't we have normal 4-panel doors? This is cute. Oh, just kidding. Never mind, I don't like it. Yeah, no, I guess not. Alright, well, out of those... I think that fits the look of the build more, but... weird. Alright, we'll start with that. We can always change them. There are some good CC doors. Let's delete this. For the front door here, I'm not sure on that one. Because, like in their pictures, it's a no-window door. Like I said, I think for privacy, but... like, these are also so dang cute. I just don't know if they would... what are the difference between all of these? Just colors? What am I missing on these doors? Why are you all different? Is it because I'm looking at white swatches and it's giving me multiples? Oh, is that what's going on? Oh no, those are different. I'm so confused. The shutter one is so cute. Oh, look at this too. Like, I love that one as well. It is the almost end of stream, and it is late. You are right, Nick. If you guys want your to keep your streak going and get your merch giveaway and vote for emotes, we haven't had much emote voting happening today. Now's your time to shine while I look at doors. Oh, this one is the one that has the blinds on it. I feel like it's just not fancy enough for them, honestly. I love it, but I don't think it's even fancy enough for them. This one's cool, though. Oops. It deletes it. That's cool. Delete. What about... I kind of love this one. What's this one? No. Some of the doors are so bulky. Oh, these are CC doors. Oh, these are CC doors of the barn door, aren't they? I see. Yeah, no, I see. Because I searched white and it's giving me like duplicates of all the whites. That's why it seems like I have duplicate doors. I might use that one for now. I'll see if there's, I know Rose said that she didn't get any CC windows, but I don't know if she got CC doors. So I'll have to see what ends up being in that pack too. I kind of like this one though. Ooh. Wait, that one has brown on there? Oh, I like that. That's cute. We could even give them different stairs back there, just because like that's the entrance to their home. I might. There's still time to hype, there is. What if we did like... Wait, what's the difference of these and these? Oh, I see, okay. Never mind, I don't know if we want other stairs here. Because I guess they would just be the slats. Some nice metal stairs. We don't have enough stairs in this game either, do we? I don't think so. Workday Saturday. Let me go like this. And we can replace them here. Those would be decent. Those are like stone. Those are wood. Those are like indoor stairs. I'm going to mess with foundation while you guys hype. I think. I mean, which pack is this from? Seasons? Does it match this? Sims match? I mean, it's asking a lot, but does it match? It doesn't match. Nope, it does not. So it could just be stone with stone. I do like that stone. That's a good stone. Especially if we don't want an edge. That's pretty cool. Because what did we find? Yeah, because actually even the church has a, or the schoolhouse slash church that I can see in the real picture from the show has a foundation much like this. That's actually really cool. Or like these. Any of these would work. So I guess we do want it to match this. So I better not choose one that doesn't have a siding then. So this one might be our best bet to keep it going. It would be like this. I can change the color, but it would go all the way back here probably. And then what's the back part? It looks like the back part might also be stone. I think just the front of the store is lattice. You could even make this back part lattice if it lets me. Because I feel like they put lattice under the, like, bump outs. And then the actual build is stone. There you go. If using stone, they pulled it from the river. That makes sense. Use that flat one for the stairs. Oh, here? Let me see what it looks like. It still bumps it, doesn't it? It doesn't matter. I hate it. Yeah, if we wanted to match the top, I guess I have to use that one. Stairs. How do we make these stairs not look dumb? Asking for a friend. Maybe we do just give them white stairs. I don't want to mix stones. It's gonna have that for now. But that at least matches the trim since it's from the same pack. Mia, hi! I've missed you. Where you been? I'm liking this. This is cute. What color is their roof? I didn't pay attention to the roof color. I assume just roof color. I miss you too! I feel like the roof, the way it is fine. I'll probably just leave it, yeah. It's a good roof. That's a nice roof. Oh, remember I was gonna change the shed part? Here. So per the show... Yeah, okay, and then make this white. Is that the white? Wait. Huh? Okay, because that's cream. There you go. You're going to Canada? Well, I didn't realize it was this week. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Now, is the roof the same? The roof looks about the same. It might be different, but it's about the same. The top is going to have a chimney. We still have to decide... Oops, that was very fast. If we're going to put a fireplace up here. I don't know. But regardless, the chimney will at least attach to that, apparently, so... Oh, we do have the pipe, too! Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. So if we, we will probably put the... Wherever we put this in here, we can move it once we know. We'll put it on the roof. I mean... Maybe that's why it looked like it was in the shed. Maybe that really was part of the... I don't know. Is that what that thing is? Yeah. Old-time roof vent. Things used to be made better. This is one of them. I know, you guys are so close to the tote. You're super close. That's so perfect. Okay, and then we will have a chimney. And depending on if I make my own custom chimney or use one in-game, we can change this. But a chimney would be somewhere over here. Theirs is like a brick one. I love a good brick chimney. We love... Oh, this is the weirdest chimney glitch. Have you guys noticed this? Every time you click the chimney, it will go higher. I don't know why it's never been fixed. It's been like this for years. It just goes higher and higher and higher every time you click it. There. This is looking so heckin' cool. Wait, now this door does look out of place. I'll probably have to change that. I think the circle just doesn't look good in this build. Here. You can find a square door. What about, like... Does this look good if it's white? Let's see. No, it's not quite... I mean, I guess it would tie in from over there. The back door will probably be... I assume it'd be a solid door. I mean, it could be a glass door. It would bring some light into the kitchen. It's a double one too, isn't it? Oh, I don't have F5 on. That's why I've been having issues placing things. Y'all, you gotta hit F5. You just gotta. It'll probably be something like that. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay, and then this door... Probably end up being these unless we find a different door we want. I think we'll do something like that. Okay. Will F5 help me win Gamba? Probably. It is a godsend key. And then this would be this. Although Sims things will probably pull it out. There you go. There you go. Actually, we could pull it out here so it matches the distance of the other door. That works. The archway depends. I think in the show it's kind of off-center. I might center it. And then the windows are centered... Or no, I moved it. That's right. So this needs to go like here. Nope. Here. And we'll figure out how high we're putting them. I have not finished windows yet. That's a thing. I think it's looking great. I think that'll be good. This is what it's looking like. I think it's looking very good. Windows I'm gonna mess with. But I like the siding. And I like Yeah, I like everything else. It's just windows. We gotta fix those. I don't mind the windows themselves. I just need to get them in the right spots. And I might do some different shop windows in the front. Those ones will probably end up being different. I want some bigger, like, longer ones. I think this is gonna be perfect. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out today. We will keep building tomorrow. It's going good. It's going faster than I typically build, I think, but hopefully we can quicken up the pace in the next few streams. But I believe in us, and it will look amazing in the end. But thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for hyping, for all of it. Emote vote continues tomorrow. I will be taking off the sunflower, it looks like, even though I love it, but I'll just buy merch with it on it. It's fine. But I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your days.